Let's go, let's go. All right,
Loki, those ad libs fucking hard. Oh,
Iceman. You reckon he's gonna get
yeah.
like a Cole Palmer thing on there? A bar, Cole Palmer.
I don't think so. He's not like that. And has he made football bars? Like
Uh,
he doesn't really do
nah,
football bars. He'll
he
just
had
wear
that one
like the
song
shirt.
with Future where he made a Ronaldo and Messi reference in the same song.
Okay, yeah,
Take her
but
to
yeah,
Paris,
but that's
fuck
like
her on a Ferris wheel. There will be a driver for you on arrival. Champions League shit like Ronaldo. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? What does that mean?
yeah. He probably did
Then he
anal.
said all about my goals like a jet ski, like that ice hockey player, or what's his name? Avitsky, and Messi. But yeah, I don't know. He linked with him
Yeah.
though, with Central C, so never know. And
Oh, on the album, you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I reckon Central C might bring something up then.
Yeah, possibly.
But to be fair, he's been pretty lukewarm since January.
Oh, who doesn't love a lukewarm beverage though?
Well, it has to be the
You
right.
prefer flat
Not as
soda
many good
or
lukewarm.
fizzy soda?
Wow, flat soda just tastes like watery and like shit.
Yeah, it's alright though. It's not too bad. I don't mind it.
It's not its intended taste though, that's the thing.
Yeah, but I still think it's decent.
The thing is like I don't love soda that much, so like I'll
Yeah.
take a couple of sips and I'll be good.
Well, you would prefer a
Like I
juice?
only need like a couple of sips.
Prefer a juice, would you, mate?
I like water, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's good, bro.
Bro, people who don't like water are weirdos, eh? Like, how do you just not like water?
Bro, there was this cunt in the States and he didn't drink water, he only
What the
drank
fuck?
Pepsi.
How, bro? Like,
Like it was like
that's bro. He'd just be like have a
no,
headache all the time, surely.
yeah, well it'll catch up to him, but you kinda get used to it where your body will just like
Yeah.
figure out a way for it to fucking work. So I mean
Yeah.
he'll be cooked in the long term, but
100%. Well,
nah,
have you
yeah,
seen that
no,
one streamer who just
this
drinks Mountain Dew and he has to chase it? Like, when he
yeah, I
drinks
saw something
water, he has
about
to
it. I saw
chase it with
something about it.
Mountain Dew. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
no, I saw something. I'm pretty sure he was trolling, but I don't know. It was
Yeah.
yeah. Alright.
All right, let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it, I reckon.
I wanna give a quick shout out to whoever this guy is. Thanks for this comment. Jet hire me. Yeah, thanks, bro. We'll try to keep the content up. And the great work.
Wait,
What's
wait,
out?
are you on OB? Have you recorded it?
Yeah, we've been recording for like 4 minutes.
No, you're fucking lying, bro.
Yeah,
What have we been talking about? Water, bro. Fuck.
yeah,
Alright.
that's content right there, man.
That's good content.
But yeah,
Well, you're welcome,
shout
Jet.
out to this guy Jet Hire Me. And yeah,
Hire me?
yeah, hire me. I think. Yeah, let us know how to pronounce that, bro. And yeah, maybe leave some more comments and some questions. Anything you guys want us to do, leave down below. So yeah, shout out Jet.
I
Hire
see
me,
the replies there.
bro. Look at Julian Corral disrespecting our
Uh,
viewers, man.
Julian
That's
Corral, he
crazy,
won't be
bro.
here. He won't be here. You guys won't be seeing him again.
Yeah, he might have to get the sack,
That's
bro.
alright.
He might have to get the sack.
No, he's gone.
Maybe we have to
He's
get
gone. I've
this.
seen enough.
Might have to get this Jet Hire Me guy in, honestly.
That was literally like the Yokeris debut, bro. I've seen enough.
Yeah,
Alright, Havertz for another season.
alright. Let's get on to the games then. Obviously, first game of the season was Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Obviously, finished 4-2, but at one point, I ain't gonna lie, it was looking like a good hate watch, but unfortunately, Liverpool pulled it back. What were your thoughts on the game, Mr. Frankstein? Did you watch it?
Well, yeah, I only got to watch the second half.
Yeah.
Like, um, like I got to bed pretty late, so it was not a priority to watch the whole game. I kind of didn't want to go back and watch the first half, so like I've just seen the goals of the first half or the goal, and then yeah, the whole of the second half. I thought Bournemouth were actually, from what I watched, obviously it was only from like 45 to about 80. They looked really good,
Yeah,
and obviously they got the two goals in there as well. So I'm pretty happy with having them like finish a little bit higher than you would have thought as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah,
Semenyo popped off. I thought they just linked it up pretty well and they looked more threatening. And then obviously Semenyo got the goals and it made sense. But obviously you can't ever rule out Liverpool. They just kind of threw numbers forward. And yeah, I mean, Bournemouth got to that point where they were happy with the draw. And I mean, yeah, you can't always be happy with the draw against a team like this. You kind of got to keep applying pressure because otherwise they're just going to keep. And they were doing it last year as well, so it was basically leaving where they left off. The last minute goal, or two of them as well. Salah as well doing his thing. Bit frustrating, obviously, as a rival fan,
yeah.
but I mean, that's kind of
It's
the
just
the
football.
quality that
Yeah,
it's just football. They're a good late goal scoring team. They got it done. They're out there to defend their titles. So I mean, it's a game that they should be winning anyway. But yeah, nah.
yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Yeah. So I watched the whole game. Look, it's the first game of the season, so I think my whole thing, this whole video, is just going to be like, it's first game. Let's not like overreact or anything. However, like Liverpool did look like they can be got at. I'm sure Gravenberg will come back and maybe they'll look a little better, but I just still think with the fullbacks they have, they can be got at, and they were almost
Yeah,
playing
that was
Kirkaz.
another thing.
Yeah,
I noticed like those that double sub. I was like, what is that, bro? Indo at right back, Robbo at left back,
yeah,
and no wonder they got two goals. Like, what was Slot thinking? So I mean, Slot's got to sort it out because from what I saw anyway, they are definitely susceptible,
yeah,
especially on the transition.
yeah. I think the
Like,
Frimpong signing is one I'm still really struggling to understand. Like, I don't get it, and maybe he'll prove me wrong. Liverpool prove me wrong, but at this point in time, I don't get it because I also feel like the way he plays is also playing to Kirkis's wingers because he's also very good at bombing forward and attacking, and they basically had him in like a back three almost, which yeah is interesting. However,
I feel like you look at how many Bundesliga players they have. Obviously, the words Etike, Frimpong kind of trio there. I just think it just makes them quite dynamic. The
yeah,
Bundesliga attacking style is quite, yeah, dynamic. So I mean, they just have a lot of options, and I think Frimpong, like from what I saw, that first 15 minutes in the second half, there was just you can pick on him. You know what I mean? Like he's defensively, he's super short. He is quick, but like I feel like if you kind of just apply pressure onto his side, there's goals to be had.
yeah, he kind of moves like Kaisernet, bro.
He got bodied a couple of times. I was just like, damn.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But like,
how tall is he?
obviously,
He's pretty
I
small.
don't also fully. I fully like because obviously Salah is playing there. Like Frimpong and Salah, it would be interesting how that kind of develops.
Yeah,
Because Salah looked like a different out there. Every time he got the ball, it was almost one touch. Like they were quality sort of plays. Like he was kind of travelling it into the mix of the crosses look good. Um, but he doesn't look as kind of what do you call it? Just direct. Definitely didn't look as direct. But
yeah,
he'll still get numbers for sure.
yeah. I just thought it was a standard seller
What were your thoughts on
performance.
that on Salah?
I thought it was just
Yeah,
standard
last.
seller performance. Like he's just you don't even really notice him and he pops up with a goal. Like you have to respect it, but fuck me, it's frustrating. it can be so frustrating. But
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but to be fair, they were kind of playing like they just have a lot of different options. I feel
yeah,
like with attacking. Um, so I mean, honestly, it's their first game, and I said it before the season started. If they catch fire, which obviously they haven't, which is a good sign. Um, but obviously, still they didn't catch fire, and they still got 4 goals. So it's not like they're miles and miles away. If they have a couple of players and sort a couple of tactics out and slot sorts of shit out, they could be looking pretty deadly. And obviously, we don't know what's going on with Isak. So yeah,
yeah, yeah,
a little bit of a I think Bournemouth played well. Liverpool, they showed why they're champions. That's
yeah,
about it. I
yeah.
don't think
Nah,
there's much more to say about
yeah,
it.
that's a good point. Before we move on, quick shout
The
out to Semenyo for bagging two after getting racially abused. Shout out, bro. Fair fucking play.
Yeah, I didn't see the racial abusion, but yeah, no. If I knew, if I actually thought about Liverpool fans and who they are, then yeah, I probably should have started Semenyo on my FPL.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, unfortunately, that did not happen.
All right. Move on to the Villa Newcastle game. Did you watch this, Frank, or nah?
I actually did watch this,
You
yeah.
did watch it? Yeah, I watched it as
Um,
well.
yeah,
Um,
I wasn't like I was tired as shit watching that, but
yeah.
I didn't get to see a lot of the first half,
Okay.
so I mainly saw again the second half.
Yeah, I guess
What are your thoughts on?
I'll talk about the first half since I watched the first half. I just I thought Villa looked really average. I ain't gonna lie, but like Villa were always it was so strange. They were always like one pass. They just kept on fucking up the last pass. They were one pass away from breaking on Newcastle, and like, that's how Villa play. And on another day, they probably walk away with one or two counter attack goals, but they just couldn't get the last pass. I don't know if that's because of just a bit of rust first game of the season, and I'm sure they'll get rid of it. But yeah, it was they just looked rusty. I thought Newcastle impressed me quite a bit actually. I thought they're moving the ball well, and Eddie Howe's a good manager, so it'll be interesting to see how they do without Isaac if he continues to not be there. But that was my thoughts on the game. How about you?
Um, yeah, I mean, I noticed like Newcastle's energy actually looked pretty good.
Yeah,
I did see the chance that Alanga had. He should have scored that. Um, yeah, no, he definitely should have scored that. And I mean, it was a bit of a not much game. Like kind of Villa, obviously they got the red card, and at that point they were just looking to get the point. Keeper did well. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say in this game. Like I would say it's good signs from Newcastle, even without Isak. I reckon they can play well against Liverpool, and I feel like they can have a bit of confidence going into that one. They just got to be a bit sharper. And with Villa, I had them predicted to not be as good. And I mean, it's hard to tell to be honest. Obviously, they got the red card, so there wasn't any late drama for them. But yeah, it was Tillemans in the 10, Rogers out
Tillemans
wide,
was.
and
I
McGinn out
thought I
wide. Like
thought
I
Tillemans
just
was really poor in the first half. Really poor.
yeah, no.
Um,
I don't
yeah,
know about him there. I feel like they should be playing Marlon out wide, Rogers
yeah,
narrow.
or even McGinn
But
maybe.
I feel like Unai will look at this and look to switch something up a little bit different. I don't. Yeah, again, first game of the season.
Yeah,
More impressed, as you say, with Newcastle and what they're trying to do. Still a little bit up in the air of what I think about Villa. But yeah, I mean, my prediction on them not being crazy good is probably right. They don't look like they're just going to go out and especially with the top teams compete. But obviously, yeah, new it's like Newcastle are still a top team, so they did compete.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
we'll see how it
I
goes
think
later on in
Villa
the
will still
season.
be fine. To be honest, I think Emery will
Yeah, no,
make the
they're a
changes.
club that'll pick it up.
Yeah,
They'll pick it up for sure.
yeah,
But still a little bit questionable.
yeah, definitely. But first game of the season, we'll see how they respond.
Yeah.
Moving on, Brighton Fulham. Obviously, 90 plus 6 Fulham to take away the point. I'm guessing you didn't watch this game.
That was on at the same time as the Sunderland West Ham, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, I've watched all the like the
Yeah,
deluxe
yeah,
highlights.
yeah,
But yeah, I didn't watch this one
yeah.
live.
Nah. Yeah, I don't. I think we
Um,
can just 50-50, bro. That's crazy.
it was yeah, from what it looks like, it was pretty even.
Yeah, I think I predicted a draw in
Obviously,
that game.
I had it 2-1 Fulham, which
Yeah,
isn't. Yeah, it looked like Brighton did deserve to win that. Um, they looked pretty good, but Fulham obviously just they're a team that just stays in there. And honestly, yeah, there was probably not a lot to separate the teams. Fair looks like a fair result. Not much to be talked about. They both of them, I have them somewhere in the middle of the table.
yeah,
Um, Probably wasn't that bad of a game. They're a bit of like not a team that well, Brian anyway are looking to play some quite dynamic attacking football, I would say, but they're just good on the ball. And Fulham are a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I honestly I didn't watch the game enough to actually make comments, but
yeah,
Brian looked probably a little bit more dangerous.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no,
We can
not
move
much
on
more to
to
say.
that. Well, probably up there with result of the weekend, to be honest. Freshly promoted Sunderland 3
Yeah,
0 against West Ham. Like, what a statement. Um,
yeah.
did you watch this game?
I watched the first half and then probably like 10 minutes of the second half, and then
Right. So
I
you
was
missed the
out,
goals then.
so I missed all of the goals. Yeah.
Damn. Um,
Nah, I
yeah.
mean
Did they look alright in the first half, or were
West
West Ham a bit more dominant?
West Ham looked good, like not great. Bowen looked good. Diouf had this chance that was cleared off the line, and
Yeah.
it really should have been a goal. But Sunderland just like they know that like every moment means so much to them. So I'm pretty impressed with them. Obviously they didn't have a lot of XG, so they've kind of just battled it out,
Yeah.
and really I think it's a statement win, especially for what they're trying to do, and the mentality of the team just looks pretty good. So my prediction on them staying up, I'm pretty confident with that. West Ham, they're just weak. You score one past them, it feels like you can get
Yeah.
five.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It felt like that last season for sure. You just had to get the first one. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, I mean, just yeah, great result for Sunderland, and they'll they'll hopefully use that momentum to get more results. They've got some good fixtures. I think they got Burnley up next, so that will
Yep.
be huge for them if they
Yeah.
can get back-to-back wins, and they will be looking to get the win for sure. I think they're exciting enough on the attack. Um, just throwing numbers forward a little bit. And yeah, West Ham, they just got to sort their shit out. Like, I don't. They're a bit like a mid-table Man United. Like, what is going on with them?
Yeah. It's a strange one.
Mid-table in the sense of like that's where they belong, but they underperform. You know what I mean? Like they have signings, they have players, and they just can't get it right. So
Yeah,
we'll see how
I
they
remember last season
blend it.
heaps of people predicted them to like finish eighth and ninth and stuff. They thought they were going to do really well. So yeah, I feel like people have kind of
I mean,
swayed away from that this season. No, they have a good team.
it's just the
It's for me,
like I
it's a
don't
double pivot, bro.
like yeah. For me, I just look at West Ham, and when I see three at the back, and I see those centre backs. I just think there's just goals to be conceded with.
Yeah,
I mean, even though I mean, you look at Wan-Bissaka and Juve, they're attacking fullbacks, so they're playing, and then Ward-Prowse and Rodriguez that just look slow.
they have no
It looks
legs.
easy to
They have
just
no
pounce on
legs
with athleticism.
in this midfield, or even in these forwards apart from
What is that
Bowen.
full Crick 4.9?
That's crazy.
4.9.
What has he done to get a 4.9? Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't think he was that horrible. He wasn't super noticeable. I would
0
4.9
out of
is a bit
9 ground
outrageous.
duels won. Yeah, interesting.
Okay, but he's not a centre back.
No, I know, but that's still bad. Gotta
Yeah,
win
no,
some
yeah.
tackles, boy. Yeah, we'll move
Bowen
on.
looked good, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's Paqueta invisible.
yeah. Alright, we'll move
Yeah,
on
let's move
to
on.
Spurs Burnley. Spurs off to a good start. Is Richarlison back? He's finally scoring some goals
Yeah,
with
that's a
Tottenham.
classic Richarlison performance.
Bicycle kick.
Kudos looked, yeah,
Yeah.
Kudos looked exciting. Richarlison, like, I mean, Spurs obviously are going to be looking to get, they're going to look to get Champions League football, or at least fight for Europe. So it's a good start for them.
I mean, they
But I
are in
don't
the
know if
Champions League
Richarlison's going
this
to be
year as
able to do
well.
that. Yeah, but I mean, for this year, it'll obviously be a lot more difficult for them to
Yeah.
get out, not being in the Europa League. But yeah, well, they've made signings that can make them push for it, but I don't know if Richarlison's going to give you that week in, week out.
Yeah, well, I think
Um,
Solanke's back fit as well, so they'll be fighting for the spot.
yeah, no, I mean, Burnley they're going to get relegated, aren't they?
Yeah, I think
Kyle
so.
Walker in at right centre back, Ikdal, he's a midfielder, bro. What? And then you got a left back at left centre. Like, nah,
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I
not
can't
looking
really
good
say
for.
much about this Burnley team.
Nah, neither.
They should be getting rolled week in, week out.
Yeah, I think we'll probably be repeating this quite a lot each game week, to be honest. So I think we can just move on to Wolves
I
City.
do hope they kind of like step it up and are able to catch a couple of results. Like it'll be interesting to see if they can get a result against Sunderland.
Yeah,
Because realistically, if they're going to lose that comfortably, then their season might as well just pretty much be on the ropes because there aren't that many horrible teams or teams that are going to be looking to get smacked in, week out. West Ham are probably at the bottom of it, maybe Brentford. But then again, those teams are much more trust in Burnley, so they might
yeah,
be looking to get relegated pretty early on.
yeah. I think that just shows how hard it is coming up to the Prem, especially with the funds and the differences in money being able to spend, and that's why Sunderland might be able to do
Yeah,
alright just because of
nah,
the money they've spent.
I agree, but I also think there is an opportunity if they invest well. Like look at Sunderland. Obviously, it's one game week, but look, if a team that comes up invests well and they pick their kind of obviously there's a bit of luck involved, but I look at the clubs like West Ham and Brentford. I don't think they're great, and they don't. If there's teams that are better, which I don't think it's like impossible for a team that just came up. Like they deserve to get relegated,
Mm.
you know?
I just don't even like. I know the teams that get promoted, they don't even almost spending the money isn't even worth it, and they're not even able to because financial fair play. Like so much of the time, it's not even worth spending the money. It's almost better just getting relegated and trying to get promoted again. That's what lots of the clubs owners think about, and that's why you see hardly any of the clubs spend money. Like they obviously need to change something with all the teams that just get relegated straight away because they can't spend like the other Prem teams. So it's something's got to be sorted for sure.
No, I agree with you, but I also think it's feasible.
Yeah, if they have the funds and but so many of them don't. So it's yeah. Anyways, we'll move on to Wolves City. Um, this was a statement win from City for sure. However, Wolves, I feel like they're
Yeah,
always quite a bit weak at the start of the season. I feel like they always get better and quite early on. Like we bettered them early
yeah. I
last
mean, that's
season, so like, and I always feel like they're slow starters, and then they finally kick into gear a little bit when they're like, oh shit, we're gonna get relegated, and then they just sort it out and they end up being fine. So
they didn't look horrible.
no, they didn't. They did. They
They
definitely
had
had
kind
chances, and yeah, they weren't completely
they,
hard.
they I think it's just probably the least surprising result of the weekend. You can't maybe say too much. Maybe you can say Man City, okay, they look good. They look like they're going to be consistent, especially against the lower teams. And I mean, I have Wolves going down, so I'm good. I'm glad that, well, not glad, but I'm not surprised that they got spanked. And I mean, I don't know. I look at their team. I don't know how well they're gonna do. Really,
Yeah,
they just got completely outclassed. And the goals that City scored, I felt like they were good goals, but also just looked like sloppy defending.
yeah. I think
Did you watch the game at all?
no, I didn't watch the game. I just seen the highlights of it. But yeah, I still think Wolves will be fine, unless because Newcastle were in for Strand Larson. I think that would be a huge loss if they also lost Strand Larson. Then they could definitely be on the ropes. But yeah, I think City looked good. Reinders looked really good. Quite interesting to see John Stone starting. If he can, if him and Diaz can start like week in week out, like you know, world's your oyster really. It's a World Cup year, so of course John Stones is going to be playing, isn't he? Um,
I mean, they're good, but they're not Gabriel and Saliba. And also, I mean, Rico Lewis and Oscar Bob, they were both pretty damn good.
yeah,
Um,
I think
so I
that
mean,
I know they're not Saliba
that just
and
shows their
Gabriel, but they've won a treble together. So if they can stay fit, like
yeah.
I know
But
they're
then
a little
also
older
it's
now.
like obviously, yeah, they're a little bit older. They've gone through their injuries. But then you've got Ait Nori and Rico Lewis beside them, who aren't the biggest defensive threats either. So they're going to have to kind of overperform in a sense and just kind of obviously they don't have Rodri in front of them either, and Guardiola, I don't know when he's coming back. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they continue to do, especially against teams that are a little bit better. They got Spurs this weekend, so that'll be their first proper test.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to
I
watching
think,
that.
yeah. I mean, if I can, like, it's really that one's gonna be a good game. I think. Is it Tottenham home?
Ye-
No, I think it's City home.
yeah, it is City
It
home. It
must be
is
City
City
home.
home. Yeah, it's City home.
Yes, if it was Tottenham home, I could see that being a lot closer.
Yeah,
But City home, I just Thomas Frank, I'm quite sure of him, especially defensively.
yeah,
But at the same time, like City at home, I mean, we can leave this for the preview anyway. But yeah, I think they're gonna get a couple goals for sure. So
yeah,
it'll be a good game.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, good
All
start for
right.
City. Will be interesting to see how they go moving on. All right, let's go on to Chelsea Palace 0-0. Um,
Yeah, you can give your rundown on that one.
yeah, just a bit frustrating really. Yeah, quite a bit of a almost just slow performance. I thought quite a lot of our players were poor. Going into the game, I was more concerned about our defence since Akupong was starting, still only 19 and doesn't have huge amount of experience in the Prem, and then Chalobah, he's like never played on the left side of defence. He's been either a right centre back or a right centre back in a three. So I was quite concerned, and I think like walking away with a clean sheet, you can take the positives. However, like the front five, because Enzo plays as a when we have ball, Enzo plays as a 10, left sided 10. Well, no, in fact, I'm sick of Mariska doing this. Like, it's my one complaint about him. Like, stop playing Palmer on the left side. He plays Palmer on the left side of the 10, and it just makes zero sense. He's always so much better when he plays on the right side as a 10 or on the right. So I'm really sick of that. Um, I also
Well,
think he
I
made.
think it just takes away the threat. Like he's left-footed and he's a
I know.
left-footed merchant.
Like he's played
So
he has had good games on that side, but it's just like he's got to stop doing that. And I really do hope the signing of Xavi Simmons goes through. I think it will be a huge game changer if we get him because of the style we play. I think it'll be better for the whole team if it happens. Gittins wasn't off to a great start. Just looks like he may be a little inconsistent, and that's why I'm also worried about the Garnacho signing because I think they're just both inconsistent. Del Pedro also wasn't great. Enzo was not great as well. So yeah, it was the positives. I think defense. Esteval off the bench, he looked good. I think Enzo should have came off earlier for Santos. That was a little frustrating. But hey, Crystal Palace are a good team. It's first game of the season. We had 2 games of pre-season. I think you have to move on from it. We didn't lose, and I think it's the first time I've ever seen Chelsea fan base not overreact to a result like this. Palace are unbeaten in all their last games against the top 6, so it's not the end of the world, and hopefully we'll improve. And my other complaint is Stamford Bridge's pitch is too fucking small. I've been saying it for years. The pitch is too small, bro. Like, I don't know if you see it, but like you watch it compared to other pitches, it's so small, so it just makes it easier for teams to come and just sit up tight, 11 behind the ball, because the pitch isn't as wide, you can't spread them as much. So I really think we need to get a bigger pitch, man. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's not much you can kind of like. You're gonna have to deal with it at least for a
No, we need a new
couple of
stadium,
years
man. They've been
anyway.
talking about a new stadium since like 2010. Just hurry up and do
Yeah,
it.
but you think it's just like a Sims and it just like instantly spawns there, bro?
Well,
You're
if
gonna
you're
have to
talking
wait a
about it
couple of
since
years.
2010, you gotta start doing it eventually.
Yeah. No, I mean, I guess, but you kind of have to adapt. Like you're not gonna act like Stamford Bridge is like not iconic as a stadium.
No, I know that, but the pitch is small compared to other
Right, but so
pitches.
the pitch is small, but you can't tell me like you can find ways to take advantage
No,
of
of course you
Stamford
can, but
Bridge being your home
I
stadium.
think it's weird that it's our home stadium and it often suits teams who want to sit in. Like even last season, we were very good away from home on bigger pitches, and yeah, I think the Club World Cup the pitches are far bigger as well, and we looked a lot better. So it's interesting. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. 0-0 draw. Um,
No, yeah, I mean, I think yeah, Palace look good. I obviously predicted a draw. Um, so yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I think looking at it though, I mean, obviously Palace got unlucky with the disallowed goal because it's a new rule and Chelsea had a couple late chances to
that
snatch it. But
that one was
I
weird,
mean,
bro. Like, cause I thought it was disallowed for how he just fucking shoved Caicedo out of the way, but then it was disallowed for something else. It's just that's such a weird rule.
I think what was most interesting about this whole weekend was just how many bizarre calls were made.
Yeah,
Like, and also, obviously, you got the holder for wait, is it 6 or 8 seconds? And then it's a corner.
I
Like,
think it
it's
is
just
eight.
bizarre, and you're gonna see a lot of that, and especially because a lot of teams aren't gonna be used to it. There's just gonna be things that kind of a lot of players make mistakes with, I guess. So I think that's gonna have a huge impact, especially on the top end of the table. Um, like how clubs are able kind of take advantage of that because it's
Yeah.
just there's a lot of those small niggly rules that are kind of being applied that might make a bit of a difference. So,
Yeah, well, it's Prem
but
refereeing
nah,
at the end of the day, so they're always
yeah,
going to make
Chelsea,
stupid mistakes.
yeah, no, Chelsea didn't look incredible. Obviously, they had their highs from the whatever you want to call it, preseason cup. What do you call it?
Club World Cup, mate.
Okay, there you go. That's what it's called. So I mean, they're probably gonna. I mean, you probably are a bit disappointed. Um, but I mean, yeah, it's not the worst result. You gotta build from it for sure. You obviously have just a lot of options, a lot of time. Like, there's nothing to worry about too much, but you are kind of gonna want to start, especially scoring goals and kind of build that identity of kind of being a winning team consistently, especially in the Prem. But
Yeah.
yeah,
No. Yeah. I think we'll improve, and at the end of the day, Palace had Palace had a lot more time. Like, it's a weird one because our players, they obviously went straight into the Club World Cup, then they have a 2 week break, come back quick, two preseason games. Fucking Enzo still looks fat, mate. So yeah, it's hopefully. I feel like they're just missing a bit of match fitness at the moment. But
yeah, that's fair.
good to see Reece James get 80 minutes. Must say that's positive. He hasn't been in there
Not
for a while.
quite,
We'll
not
take
quite
we'll,
80,
we'll
mate.
take the 79. Close enough. But yeah, Forest Brentford. This if anyone, well, they should have put a house on it, mate. I think we both said would brace. So
No, I think I said that.
I
I think
also
I
said
said
it.
that.
I backed you on it. So
Yeah, just like my cock.
I wish.
Yep, suck my wood.
Did you watch it?
Wait. Oh, no, 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 because I woke up early for the Arsenal game. It was at 3:30.
Oh yeah, true.
No, these games were at 1. No, I didn't watch it, but from like I watched the kind of full highlights package, and Brentford made Nottingham look like prime Barcelona, bro.
Straight up.
Like, I think they looked a little bit better in that second half. Obviously, Forest were up by 3-0 at that point. And my prediction on Brentford being pretty dog is most likely going to be right. Like, I think they had a couple of chances early on, but I mean, Brentford just took advantage of their weaknesses, their mistakes. Chris Wood clinical, and Doye looks to be a good Alanga replacement.
Yeah.
Anderson looked good. The whole back line is just incredibly solid. Like, the penalty was unlucky, as kind of cooked my FPL a little bit, but I mean, they just looked solid. And then I look at their team, and there just looks like a lot of chemistry.
Yeah. No, and the owners obviously holding their players in a basement and making sure they play as well. So
Yeah, nah.
but no, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how
And he,
Forest do this year for sure.
Gibbs White looked pretty good as well. Like, for I think out of all of the teams, I mean, City looked most ready. It's just because it's a Pep side, like, always coming out the gates. But Forest looked pretty onto it as well, to be honest. Like, they only needed to play one half of football, but still, out of all the teams, I'd probably say Forest and City looked most fresh out the gates.
Yeah. Nah,
You
fair.
could say Tottenham as well, maybe, but
Nah,
I
fuck
think
'em.
they were playing a pretty weak side.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Nah, yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. They played quite a weak side, so I think Forest, yeah, no, Forest looked good. Chris
Yeah.
Wood Picker.
Well, I thought this is a great transition for me. I thought Man United looked quite good personally. Even though they lost, I thought Man United looked good. I thought they looked good, and this might be the first time in my life I'm ever giving them praise But I thought Man United played well. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, yeah. No, yeah. Mount and the nine just looks funny. I don't know. It was a weird game. Like I can't say like I didn't watch the replay, and I was obviously quite tired when watching the first. I was kind of waking up as the game was going,
Yeah.
and then when I realized how the game was gonna go, I fell back asleep. So it was just one of those games. Um, I was most interested to see Gyökeres Supermendi. Um, I like. I feel Arsenal. There was a lot of promising things. Like I saw, like it looked a little bit different to last year. It just looked a little bit more. Like I can see what Arteta was trying to do, especially tactically here. It just the quality of the play was just horrible. Like almost everyone looked like they were overhitting their passes. Um, Declan Rice just kind of I don't know, he just became invisible. Can you go to the lineup again?
Yeah.
Like I think we scored the goal. We got a bit fortunate. That was just Bruno Fernandes being lazy.
That was such a
Got the corner.
stupid pass. He just stitched up Lenny Euro for no reason, and he had
Yeah,
so much space. Like I'm surprised I haven't
yeah.
seen more
Well,
about it. Like I know he is loved by United fans, but fuck me, if there was a Chelsea player, I would be
yeah. It's
so
fine
livid.
margins. Yeah. No, I also don't think that was a foul. I feel like obviously keepers are gonna want to be protected, and he could have given it um
No, I don't think it was.
as a
I don't think it
foul,
was a
but
foul. But
no.
I think
See, the thing
United
is
definitely
like
could have had a
he's
penalty
lifted
though.
he's lifted his arm a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. See, I've watched that one back, and I can't even. Yeah, I think it is a penalty.
Yeah, I think it
Like,
was a penalty.
but then again, it's just so. Yeah, I
Can't
mean,
change it now.
I think performance-wise, yeah, no, you can't change it. It is what it is. We got kind of bailed out with that. Probably deserved to be a draw, and Bueno looked the most likely. And as well as people say Man United play, I think it was more the fact that we just performed really badly, just like quality wise. Odegaard was looking, he has a 7.8, and I think it's just because he was the most impactful. Like we played through him a lot, but I just thought his decision making was slow. He was holding on to it too long. He wasn't. The runs we were making weren't probably the best, but his overall game, like his pressing as well, um, those kind of things you don't really notice. Like I thought he was pretty impressive. Um, aside from the game, because we know he's technical. Um, I could probably talk a lot about like just individual performances, but I think yeah, just in general, like we kind of disappointed. Cunha, for United looked pretty exciting, mainly in the second half. He had one chance in the first half. Great save by Raya. Um, but yeah, I think yeah, Arsenal just quality wise, Gyökeres was something to behold. I hope like I kind of don't really understand that debut. Like imagine you've just scored 100 goals in like a calendar year, and then you move to the Premier League and you just like forget how to play football.
Oh, I don't need to imagine that, mate. That's reality.
Like he's bodied Delit, and then he's just all else he's done is just play a couple of horrible crosses, and he forgot to dribble that one time he was through. Um, I think though he'll come good eventually. It's just how how long are we gonna have to wait, and how badly is it gonna impact the team? Like,
You want me to? You
because
want
if we're
to?
gonna have to just constantly,
I have a shout
well, no, I was
that I
just
reckon's gonna happen. I think Gyökeres will start the first 3-4. After that, Havertz is back starting.
Well, that is. I think we don't have the easiest fixture on. I know Arteta as well. Like, I believe even if he doesn't play super well the first couple of games, he'll get his opportunities throughout the season if he's healthy.
Yeah,
Um, I just think Arteta's kind of gone all in on him. He's gonna have to trust him. Martinelli, on the other hand, I can't watch that guy play football anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel like Gyökeres performed worse, but Martinelli, and it's kind of like weird because I praise Odegaard for pressing, but Martinelli, that's all he did.
yeah,
He can't. He just. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Um, but just play mud cake in there. I can't watch Martinelli play football anymore.
yeah. Fair enough. I think since you spoke on Arsenal, I'll speak quickly on Man
Yeah,
United.
it was.
I'll give I'll give Ruben Almiron a bit of praise. I think we might finally get to see his actual game plan intact this season, especially with the players they've brought in. I still think they need a midfielder for sure, like
Yeah, Ugarte was
Casemiro
horrid
and
when he came
Ugarte.
on.
He obviously just doesn't rate Mainu because he's not getting game time. But I think the way they played was smart. Like,
He's not a double pivot midfielder either.
yeah, well, I don't think Bruno is as well, but he's just good enough footballer to do it, I guess. But yeah, I think their game plan was smart. Get the ball to the attackers as quick as possible and just skip your midfield. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Luke Shaw can stay fit all season because that'll be a huge boost for them. Um, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how United do, especially if they get a goalkeeper and
Yeah,
another midfielder. But I don't know if they will. I think they have a better chance of getting a new goalkeeper rather than a midfielder. And if I was a United fan, I would rather get a midfielder than a goalkeeper. I was even saying that when they wanted a striker. I was like, they should go for a midfielder instead of a striker. I think a midfielder is so important for them. But yeah,
yeah. No, I did predict them, Man United, to do pretty well. They look like they've got goals in them. Playing Arsenal first up, regardless of how badly or good we perform, it's always going to be difficult to kind of break down the
yeah,
defense. Um, so I feel like, yeah, it's a lot of positives to take for United, but at the same time, like, I'm not overly convinced about the consistency.
no, I
Um,
don't think you can be
I think
convinced about
they'll
anyone
score goals.
just yet.
No, 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 you're right, but I think a lot of people are over kind of overly happy about this Man United performance when I don't think it proves anything yet,
Yeah,
really.
shout out Gary Neville.
Yeah, we should get him on.
We should.
Let him know how it's done.
Nah, he's not big enough for us, to be honest. We don't want no clout chasers. We can maybe get that Jet high and
Yeah, we'll get
Miguel.
Carrot on.
All right,
Yeah, yeah, we'll
Leeds
replace
Everton.
Julian.
I didn't watch this game. But I saw the penalty and I think that is incredibly harsh. Did you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
That is so harsh. Like, where is bro meant to put his arm? Just fucking chop it off, put it up his ass. What's he meant to
His
do?
reaction was funny as well. Like, he wasn't even mad. He was just like,
Bro, yeah,
he was just like, really?
just disappointed.
Like, really? Like, what else am I supposed to do?
Yeah, he definitely
Um,
crashed out. In
but
the
I mean,
team.
Leeds did look good. They probably were the better of the sides. But I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, they did look like more likely to score. But at the same time, it probably had, like I said in my prediction, it had ball draw written all over it, and it took a penalty to kind of break the deadlock. So I mean, that's football.
yeah,
Um, I honestly don't think there's too much to look into that game. Both of these teams are looking to win 1-0. Like that's what they're trying to do. Win 1-0, 2-1.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see how they kind of fare on with other matchups. But yeah, I mean, we both didn't really watch the game, so there's
No.
not much more to be talked about. Board draw game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's all. I think we'll just leave it there.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
So I mean, looking at the games, it was a good first week. Um, I think it'll get more interesting as it goes on. To be honest, it wasn't amazing. Well, obviously, it's not surprising. First game, rust, all that, but just glad the Prem's back, mate. What about you?
Yeah. I'm delighted it's back. I love footy. It's life can be tough without footy, but when footy's back, it makes it easier. It just for
I mean, it's
everyone
always
involved.
good to have a break though, isn't it? But when it's back, it hits like crack.
Oh, definitely. It is my crack, but I would love a bit of crack as well.
Yep. Yeah, no. Football's my crack for now until Arsenal start stinking it up.
Oh,
But until then,
what a bandwagon.
no, yeah, well, you gotta kick off the edge somehow, bro.
Alright. Cheers. Cheers for coming, Frank. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, no, anytime,
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah. Bye.